video. But before I get started, cue Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer? Best believe I was Blackrue investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting. So we binge on our Blackrue investing. Best believe I was Blackrue investing. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue investing. Best believe I was Blackrue investing.
What's up, guys? Let me go ahead and post this in our Telegram. Why take on the crypto world by yourself when you can do it with friends, totally for free. In the Telegram, where we share news and other things. Let me go ahead and post this in the Telegram right quick. Okay, you might have heard an echo because I just brought that up. Let me go ahead and share that. And then I'll share the screen here. XRP Win. This is your last chance. I'll get into more what that means later. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday out there. Really wonderful. We got this XRP Win. Where do I see us going from here? We're going to get into stuff like that. Yeah, shout out to the patrons. Even though I did not know that the XRP case was going to end like right this week, I did let those guys know. Corium and Sologenic XRP tokens were on a all-time low, and they got a 50% gain out of that one. So shout out to the patrons. I know we had a couple people join last week, so another 50%er right there for us. Yeah, Natalia Great just joined. So shout out to those guys. Hope they got in on Corium and Sologenic. So let's share the screen here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, screen shared here. So XRP Win, y'all. It was kind of ambiguous the way that they said it. Like, okay, it's not a security, but even though it's not a security, XRP Win, even though it's not a security, somehow you selling it in the beginning was a security, even though it's not a security. So it's kind of ambiguous in that way. Okay. What I believe that this means coming up here in the future is some of the things like Bank of America saying, hey, we're going to wait until the case ends to get on board with Ripple. That means now that they're going to get on board with them. Ripple filing for an IPO for the company Ripple. Now they can probably do that because even though it's like quote unquote partial win, I think that now means that that's on the table. So we now have future catalysts with Ripple on the table here. Okay. So even though it went up to like 95 cents, came back down to like the 70-ish cents range. There's more on the horizon. Okay. There's more on the horizon. So let's go over here and take a look at the chart. So if we're looking at the weekly chart, we can kind of see, is that overbought here? Okay. We haven't had it really scream over the weekly chart overbought until like the last time it went to like $2. We shall see in the next like 3 or 4 days here if it's going to go further than this 70 cents and actually get into the dollar range. We shall see. But as you guys know, check out my channel, www.darkhorsewatcher.com. And you can see I had a show from a couple days ago where I said proof that a popular banking family owns part of XRP. And there is proof. There is proof. So I show you guys some documents on that. And believe me, those guys are not waiting for just like a dollar. I really don't think that. Now, are they waiting for like $589, which some people say or whatever? I don't know about all of that, but hey, they're definitely not just waiting for a measly little dollar. Okay, those banking families, they're definitely not waiting for just a measly dollar. So we shall see. Okay, so here it is. Proof this banking family owns XRP. Okay, check that out. And of course, we will have a Q&A, okay, after this going on. Let's see who's in the house today. Shout out to Teddy Harris. What's up, fam? What's up, E? What's up, Talia Grape? What's up, Luvu88? And we'll get to some questions over there as well. So, the Bearable Bull and Waters Above. They did a great. Check that out. Check their channel out. Both have their own channels, but Waters Above was on Bearable Bull's channel. They mentioned something, and I didn't think about it quite this way, but we've talked about it on here before. Okay. Now let's bring up the Bitcoin chart, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. So I've said before here, I think in the next bull run, and there's others that said this, it's not just Blackrue, Mark Yusko, Kathy Wood, tons of different people. So I'm really thinking that the next bull run we get over $100,000. Okay. So when you think that most folks, I think there's some type of stat where the average American can't afford like something that's $500 over their budget for like most Americans. I think it was something like 88% or something like that. So imagine that in this next bull run, Bitcoin goes, okay, no, we're not deleting that one. Bitcoin goes over 100K. This may be the last bull run that you'll see Bitcoin under like 100K, or at least under like, let's just say 50K. Let's just be conservative about it, because if you, as you can see, these are the last two halvings. So halving here and halving here. So the last bull run's top generally tends to be the next bull run's bottom. So let's say, this bull run, this halving, we get over 100K, and then when it bears to like maybe 60. So this might be the last time that we see Bitcoin under 50K, and we're dangerously coming close to the last time we see Bitcoin under 100K. So this might be the last time you can get Bitcoin under 50K, which is crazy to think about, right? Just crazy to think about. You could probably say some of the same things about coins like maybe Ethereum. Maybe this is the last time you can get Ethereum under $2,000, something like that, right? Excuse me, fam, 1 second. Okay. Okay, I see we got a couple questions. I'll get into some of these questions before we move on here. It just takes BlackRock to shake up the justice system. Good point on that. And think about BlackRock. So I think those and some people said this too. I don't think those ETFs are going to get approved until possibly 2024. Okay, so think about it. BlackRock and all these other people have been showing us for years and telling us for years crypto's a scam, crypto's a scam, crypto's a scam. Now they're getting Bitcoin and ETH ETFs. So really, they were scamming the entire time. Like this was always the plan, at least in my like crypto didn't change it. Like it didn't get out of their control. I think this was always the plan. Um, so initially, I just really think this was always the plan. Um, so everyone who thought that crypto is a scam is kind of like they have very little time before they will have the chance to invest, like we are right now. This is the last, maybe the last bull run that normal people can invest in these and actually have a chance, right? That's just what we're looking at. Let's go down to the day chart. Okay, and back to Bitcoin. So yeah, this looks a lot better. The notes I made on the day chart as opposed to the week chart. But there we go. Q&A and Telegram would be magic. People can speak. Can't wait till you get that going. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that going, or at least I think I don't know if I want to do Q&A and Telegram. I'd rather do people speaking live, like kind of like the gentleman of crypto do. Um, so maybe I will look into having us do a show where we have like how they do F Bitcoin Fridays, like maybe we do something of that ilk where it's like, okay, here's the link. You can call in. If you got smoke, give the smoke. If you got a pick, give the pick. Um, we'll have to do that one day. I have to think about what day that's going to be. Maybe it'll be like a Thursday. Maybe it'll be today. Maybe it'll be like one of the Saturdays or one of the Thursdays. Or maybe I'll just make that a separate show date. Let me know what you guys think. Put it in the comments. If you're watching the recording, put it in the comments. I always check them all. I might not always be able to respond to all of them, but I do always check them all. So let me know what you guys think about that. A show where you guys can actually call in, say your piece, have any smoke, give me any challenge. Hey, I'm about that life. Um, watch the BlackRock interview, and they don't want to miss international funds and innovation. That bag uh, move, moves lift service out of the way. Well, and Luvu 88, I know what you're saying with that, but if you look at this, like BlackRock's in league with all the people, i.e., the people in Davos. If you know who those people are, we know who the people are in Davos are. I'll just say their name, whatever. The World Economic Forum, right? Those people. Sorry, my volume is being weird. Those people in the World Economic Forum, they pretty much control. Like, if we look at the top 10 cryptos or the top 15 or 20 cryptos, most of these have, like, but most of these have connections to the World Economic Forum. Ethereum does. Circle does. USDC. Um, XRP does. They're members of the WF. Cardano, they do tons of Cardano projects. Most of all of these have connections to WF. Larry Fink and BlackRock. Larry Fink sits on the exec board of advisors of the World Economic Forum. They have connections. Dogecoin, you could kind of say ETH has connect. I'm sorry, you can say Elon has connections. He just hired a WEF guy, lady, to run Twitter. Um, Solana has heavy connections with ETH, which is ran by JP Morgan, and JP Morgan has heavy connections with BlackRock. Again, another one. You could just go on and on and on down the line. Like all of these have connections to the WEF. So BlackRock has probably always been. It's always kind of been the plan for BlackRock to kind of get on board with that. Is what I'm basically saying. Where legit source to get Bitcoin instead of Cash App? Well, there are not too many non KYC sources out there to get Bitcoin at this point. You're kind of just like there's no. I don't have any in the top of my head. All of the sources I have on the top of my head, you're gonna KYC with KuCoin, Strike, um, Coinbase, Uphold, everything, all of them. You have to KYC with at this point. Won't take long for these NDAs to become public. What's up, Brian Downey? Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. Thoughts on the judgment coming out 1 week before Fed now? That's a good point. It did come out 1 week before Fed now. I don't think Ripple's going to have any connection to Fed now, but I really do think there's definitely going to be some opposition there, right? You know what I mean? Like Ripple is just better Fed now. So yeah, I'm not sure there with Fed now and Ripple, like how that's going to work out. Um, yeah, because Ripple's just better now. So now here, a lot of people don't really necessarily want to use Fed now. So yeah, man. I think this puts it definitely puts Ripple on like some more solid ground right now. Um, oh, so hey, you guys can't see my super chat feature? You should be able to see that on my channel. I'm not sure the gents about their channel, like if it's on there or not. It should be. I see them get super chats and stuff. Um, it should be enabled on my channel. I don't know, but definitely hit the like button, y'all. I don't have my channel up right now. Y'all have to let me know if the super chats are enabled or disabled. So I think E just gave me a chat in the Telegram. The super chats might be disabled. Okay, so we have to figure that out. But yeah, we'll have to figure that out. I don't think I disabled them, but what's up, Nerd Up Ingmar? What's up, Casper Holstein? Another patron in the house. ISO 20022. Yep, those are the tokens. Like we're probably gonna. These are gonna be our last time with those two. You know what I mean? And of course, Ripple is one of those tokens. Okay. Remember the other thing that I've been telling you guys about, and I've been like stressing this a lot, right? Central banks being able to buy crypto in 2025. This opens the door again for them to buy XRP as if it's a commodity. Okay. Again, and this the way they word this is very, very tricky. Central banks to set standards on banks' crypto exposure. The new standard limits crypto reserves among banks to 2% by 2025. You mean limits? They can't buy it right now. So it's really tricky the way they word this. So basically, what it really says, January 1st, 2025, central banks can buy up to 2% of crypto, 2% of their reserves in crypto. Okay. That's going to, man, just think about that. Okay. Just think about that. Now that XRP isn't a security, they can go out there and buy XRP as if it was gold. They can go out there and buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, and ETH as if they were gold because the CFTC have already ruled on those and said they're commodities. So it's just going to be like on like popcorn in 2025. Like, so really, we got like from now until January 1st, really. And who knows how high things are going to go in this time because we already know different banks like Fidelity and BlackRock are getting themselves ready to custody Bitcoin, to custody Ethereum. So who knows again? And the Bitcoin halving is somewhere in 2024, right? May 2024. So really, at these prices, we probably got until like next year. Excuse me. At the most, right? At the most. Um, woo, got a little excited there. Um, Another question. Do you still like Constellation DAG? Yes, I do. I still like those guys. I still like what they're doing with DOD. It's a really good deal sitting here right now. Let's bring them up, shall we? Just think, even if they just move back to 6 cents, we got a 2x here. So we're looking at their day chart right now. Let's take a look at their week chart. They're kind of in the low range. They've been sitting in the low range for a little bit. We might have to wait until a catalyst or towards like 2024 to really see this kind of over this halfway point of RSI on the week chart. That might just be what's going on there. But I do very much like them. I like who they're hanging around. They got deals in place with LCX, so they do kind of have WEF buddies. Yeah, so I think we do see this come out of this kind of this. Basically, it's been basically on a decline since of 2021. And this is the lowest you've had it since probably November of, yeah, since May of 2021. This is the lowest it's been since the May of 2021. So yeah, still like it. And I really, really like buying. We know it's probably not going to go that much lower. And it hasn't been this low since, like, again, 2 years ago. So it's pretty much safe, quote unquote, not financial advice. This is just my opinion, my investing strategy. It's pretty much safe money to me at this point because it's already kind of established this low and pretty much only up from here. Yep, KYC down. I know what you mean, but seriously, those are like the only ones that I know of. You have to ask someone else around here. Um, thanks, E. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. Um, I'm on here for you guys, like as part of my like going back, I really felt like I could explain this to people in a way that people could really understand, and I can make things easier for people. Um, so I wanted to get the word out, and I appreciate every one of you guys who've been listening to me. I hope I made things easier for you, understandable for you, and that's why I'm here, man. That's really why I'm here. When I learned that my money could make money, um, it's like the best thing you can do since like this side of reselling. You know what I mean? Like having your money make money for you, um, and learning how to trade. It's amazing. It's really amazing. What's up, Simon Family Investment Ventures? I accidentally clicked y'all's thing by mistake, and I made sure I changed that. I hope y'all didn't get a notification for that. But yeah, definitely check out Simon Family Investment Ventures. I love their show. It's a great different take because you get to see like the effects of Bitcoin and a different in a different area like El Salvador, Mexico. They hit you with different knowledge. Like I really, really love their show, and maybe one of these days I might have to make that move to Mexico. I hear it's really cheap down there. I might have to do. Might have to pay those. Might have to pay this couple for some consulting because maybe one of these days I might have to make that Mexico move. Shout out to those guys. Fidelity giving courses, so something coming. Wasn't BSing about 100K, 500K Bitcoin. 100%, 100%. I'm so there with Kathy on that. Um, I'm so there with Kathy on that. This next bull run, we're getting there. We are getting to a Bitcoin, and at this point, to me, and we were talking about this in a Telegram. Again, completely free. The Telegram links in the description. Um, we were talking about this in the Telegram. Gold or Bitcoin? My opinion right now. I'd rather have Bitcoin than gold. Only 21 million Bitcoin, and we already been over how people lose their keys, how people died, and stuff like that. So really, it's less than 21 million Bitcoin because some people don't have access to the keys and all of that other stuff. But gold is always being mined, and if you believe some people say that they purposely don't mine some gold because they want to keep the prices in check. Like there's just gold just sitting around in Africa that they're not mining because they want to keep the prices in check. I don't know if that's true or not, but one of the things I do know is true that there's 21 million Bitcoin and that's it. Okay. So gold less than Bitcoin, Bitcoin greater than gold at this point. Now I'm not the only person who said that. Michael Saylor said it. Yeah, gold less than Bitcoin, Bitcoin greater than gold. Um, let's go back to the Bitcoin chart. No, why it's not letting me. I keep clicking on Bitcoin, but it's not letting me here. Hold on. There we go. So let's zoom out on this. Let's get rid of these alerts. Okay, so just to make it clear where we're talking about here. So 17K top here, 69K top here, kind of like 3x this one, right? That's the precedent from halvings, right? So it's easy to think 69 times 3 is over 100K. That's where we're heading. Next bull run. Then imagine on top of that, central banks buying crypto 2025, 2024, BlackRock, Fidelity, all of those guys custodying crypto, putting it on their ledgers like Coinbase, keeping back BlackRock's custody of their, you know, ETF, right? So easily we can imagine Bitcoin going over 100K and then its next bull run. Just like easily, easily imagining that, right? And we come to find out different countries like Bhutan, like no one had any idea they were mining Bitcoin, but of course they were, right? Because they see the writing on the wall. But like let's just bring that up, why don't we? The only reason we found this out is because they made a deal with a publicly traded company to do more mining. Like we would have never known. They had to say they kind of had to admit it. Bhutan has been mining Bitcoin with hydropower. Hydropower, they've been doing this, right? So they've been doing it like with clean power. These are clean Bitcoin since the price was $5,000. Crazy, bro. Crazy. That's how you know like the writing has always been on the wall because countries like this were mining at $5,000. The writing has always been on the wall. Okay, like why they wouldn't even waste the time to hydro mine this if the writing hadn't always been on the wall. I dumped my Litecoin into Jasmy for some higher gains after some research and much thought. You haven't mentioned much Jasmy. A lot of mixed opinions on Jasmy. Okay, I don't mention much Jasmy, but I actually love Jasmy. Let me point out my guy, who's my Jasmy guy. Okay, I've been on this show. I've been meaning to get back on this show, but there's been so much stuff going on for me, kind of personally, that I haven't been able to schedule many collaborations lately. Um, but this is my guy, Crypto Talk Now. He does some of the best. Actually, I should do it in here. He does some of the best Jasmine research. Okay, Max. Max is a great guy, so I definitely suggest to check out his channel. He does a lot of good talk, like deep stuff on Jasmine. So check this guy out. Max and Larry, they do a great job, and you can see here, there's a Jasmine video right there, right? Um, I was I was gracious. He's gracious enough to let me come on the show, and he's been at me to come back on the show. But again, the personal stuff, which we'll talk about, I'm sure we'll talk about sometime. Um, but yeah, guys, definitely check out the guys at Crypto Talk Now. They do some deep Jasmine research, and just because of this guy, I continue to increase my Jasmine portfolio. That's Max there. That's Larry there. They do some really good work here, guys. Check them out for sure. But yeah, he does some of the greatest Jasmine work. I'm not trying to like what is it like step on his shoes or anything like that across like he's doing the best Jasmine work out there. So it's just no need for me to cover it. Um, and it's a chance for me to big up my guy. So yeah, definitely check him out. I'm very high on Jasmine, and a lot of that news I've gotten from my man Max. Check him out. What's up, Cryptwork? Let's see here. Are there any quantum computing coins you like? I haven't looked at that area specifically, but let's see if we can find a tag for that and see if there are any here. Quantum computing. Or actually, you can probably give me a you can give me one of those coins and probably it'll be tagged here. Let's see. Maybe this one. I haven't looked at those coins specifically. I've looked at coins that are resistant to quantum hacking, but I haven't looked at quantum computing coins. So that'd be pretty interesting. If you have a list of those, you can let me know, or if you have a specific one, you can let me know. They probably have a tag for that somewhere in here. But yeah, let me know. I haven't really looked at that at all. I haven't looked at that sector. BTC over gold all day, all day. Is it too late to get into XRP? Um, I would say they're bigger bargains than XRP. However, I would not say that it's too late. Um, is 70 kind of a high price? Okay. I always say that it's better to DCA, like DCA into things if you're really afraid that you won't get a chance there. Um, but could I see XRP going down to like 50? Possibly. Um, but in best case DCA. But I definitely kind of see this guy um, way over $1. If you can imagine Ripple being a publicly traded company, you can if you can imagine the central bank holding this as a commodity, then where could the price go? I can't even imagine, right? $14, $100, $600, or the 589 everyone's talking about. Like I can't even fathom what happens when central banks are holding these as commodities like gold and silver. Like where do we even start with that? I have no idea, right? You maybe we start with like gold. Like what is gold sitting at right now? By the ounce. Like where is gold? $2,000. So do we see like a $5,000, or I'm sorry, excuse me, a $2,000 XRP? Like there's probably at least as many pieces of XRP as there are gold, right? Um, it's like I don't even know how to price that. But if your idea is you're going to hold until all of these things happen, then yeah, to me, 70 cents is a cheap price. Um, do I think you can get it lower? Possibly. But yeah, if your goal is to hold for long term, definitely, I think it's not too late. But just understand, you're holding until like probably 2025 or longer. Much love to you guys as well. Let's see, next question we got here. BRICS participants are stacking gold for gold-backed currency of some kind. Eventually, I believe BRICS will stockpile BTC as well if they aren't already. Well, one thing I know is, and they took it off here. Um, China, they listed China on Bitcoin treasuries, I believe. And there was another one I used to use besides BitcoinTreasuries.net. And they for sure listed China, but they took it off. So, you know how they want to keep the whole China and US versus US, Russia versus US farce going, when really the same people, the same families are control of everything. They just make you think, this one's fighting against that one and they divide us while they're on the same team. But anyways, separate subject. Um, yeah, like I mean, look at the Ukraine and the US, right? They got tons more than El Salvador when El Salvador is pumped up by the news as being the one, right? Um, yeah, but China, I believe, has just as much as the U.S. From what I can remember from when these were listed. So, who knows how much Russia has? I'm sure they have a lot as well. Um, so yeah, man. Um, I'm sure they're probably grabbing gold to back some certain currency, but I'm sure they're also holding on to Bitcoin in the background. I'm pretty sure of that. Would just make sense. What platform do you need to buy XRP? Well, XRP is now listed on Coinbase, so you can go on Coinbase and buy XRP now. Like it was crazy how quick they turned that switch, hit that switch, right? So you can buy it on that Coinbase, you can buy it on Uphold, you can buy it on Bitmart, you can buy it on KuCoin, all of which you have to do KYC on. But yeah, you can buy it on all those different platforms now. Or the biggest one that added it recently was Coinbase. But for a while, you could only buy it on Uphold or KuCoin. Now you can buy it Uphold, KuCoin, Kraken, Coinbase, Bitmart. And I see here on somebody's thing, where can you buy Jasmine? You can buy Jasmine on Coinbase. You can buy it on KuCoin. You can buy it on Bitmart, I believe, too. Yeah, XDC is a bargain too. Actually, you guys, you know what I was doing today? I was messing with gematria. You guys know how uh, we've talked about gematria on here sometimes, right? So it's very funny to me. Like, I don't know necessarily what all of these numbers mean, but I can see a correlation. Okay, I can see a correlation. So XLM, XDC, XRP, right? And these are different number ciphers. Okay, so these all add up to 4. These all add up to 5. These all add up to 5. These all add up to 13. These all add up to 5. These are all multiples of 9. So, like, kind of across this board, these are equal. And I think that's definitely on purpose. So, anyways, that was just something I noticed. Um, But yeah, XDC and the stuff that they're going to do with trade finance, and the fact that they're the settlement coin for R3 Cordia, which we've talked about before on here as well. If you're not familiar with R3 Cordia, it's like the world's biggest private blockchain. Okay. Um, and with that, they're connected to a lot of banks who do clearing for other banks. So like banks have these clearing houses, right? And these clearing houses basically clear all the transactions. Okay, so R3 Cordia is a blockchain that's connected to all the banking clearing houses, and its settlement coin is XDC. So it's a straight bargain out here, a straight bargain out here. Um, let's see if we can find it. Okay, so there we go. XDT, XDCC, Credit Suisse, Goldman Sachs, HSBC, SBI, which we found out SBI, those are the guys that hold 8.7% of Ripple, who happen to be a part of a famous banking family, right? So all the players, man, all the players. NASDAQ, Wells Fargo, Morgan Stanley, all the players. They're right here. So XDC is a settlement coin here. Um, okay, we're gonna have to close this because it's taking too long. Let's close a couple things though, shall we? Okay, closed it up. I closed up a couple things. I can't talk today. I closed up a couple things, so we should be good here. Yeah, man, you get paid for aiding both sides of the war. Like people always miss this, but think about these like quote unquote wars and quote unquote tragedies. Who gets paid? Like the people. God knows the people barely get helped, if any. But right, think about tragedies like Haiti, Hurricane Katrina. Right, who really got paid? These quote unquote, um, you know, um, relief agencies, these quote unquote, helpers, nonprofit organizations, right? One could say they launder money, right? One could say that, right? And all the people who quote unquote rebuilt the houses, right? Who you think owns those corporations, right? In these wars, if they're happening or if they're not, right? People have to rebuild the places, right? On both sides. So who gets to rebuild those? Guarantee it's companies connected to these huge, huge organizations like WEF and Davos, right? Companies like BlackRock and whatnot. But you know, that's a whole nother subject. I won't touch it anymore. What's the better platform? Um, any is a good platform. I think, especially if you're just going to take it out and put it on cold storage anyway. Um, you know, whatever platform you're using, just take it out and put it on your Treasure wallet, or if you have Ledger, Ledger broke trust or whatever, right? But if you got the ledgers, use them, right? So yeah. So really, any platform will do. Just like take it out and put it on cold storage. So buy XRP or not, the pump isn't as big as I thought. Um, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you guys what I'm doing. I'm not anybody's financial advisor. I'm just sharing what I'm doing and what my portfolio is about. You guys have to make that choice. But what I have laid out for you is central banks, January 1st, 2025, are going to spend globally. So not just one central bank, all central banks globally will spend 2% of their portfolio for crypto reserves. What are some of the reserves you think they're going to buy? Right? BlackRock, Fidelity, all these different places are going to custody crypto as soon as those ETFs are approved. What are some of the things you think they're going to buy? So now it's really in your hands. If you want to take that risk, it's in your hands. Um, so that's all I can say about that, so to speak. Might be a bit off topic, but has anyone been to a BTC conference and an ETH conference? If so, is there a big difference concerning topics, businesses, and the crowd, the culture? Um, I have not been to either. I haven't been to any of those, so maybe somebody can answer that. But at this point, what I don't understand is why these different coins war against each other. I think it's another case of divide and conquer when really like the whole crypto market really needs each other, to be honest. But again, I don't think the people up top really care because they're behind all of it. Really doesn't matter. Like ETH's gonna make it, Bitcoin's gonna make it, XRP is gonna make it. Like there's way too much money and power behind these things. Like they're what all three of those are sitting top 10 right now. Like they're gonna make it. They're really gonna make it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know like why they have to put one against the other, and I don't understand that. But maybe someone who's been to one of these conferences can say, man, I can understand why BTC people really don't necessarily care for ETH people that much because JP Morgan is behind ETH. Like I can get that. But XRP people and BTC, I don't understand that. Like I guess it's the same people kind of you could say behind ETH and XRP really, but I don't know. I don't know. XRP is still stuck in my Coinbase. Says not tradable in my region, New York. Okay, and in New York, it might not be tradable. New York's a different breed. New York does not. I like yeah. New York is always a different breed. I just bought some. I'm in the Arizona area, so I just bought some XRP on Coinbase. I think it was yesterday. So it works here in the Scottsdale kind of area, Scottsdale, Arizona area. But I don't know. I don't know, y'all. In New York, it's different because they have different rules. So I don't know what you I don't know what to suggest it for you to do there. Um, yeah, you may have to use something like Uphold. I would think to buy it. Um, I might also suggest Gemini. I did not look at Gemini to see if they sold XRP or not, if they actually listed it. Gemini, I know, is like one by the Winklevoss twins, and they're in New York. You know what I mean? Like, and most everything doesn't work in New York other than like Gemini. So I would try Gemini to see if Gemini will let you buy it. Um, and if not Gemini, I'm not sure what to say. I would look at Uphold, and that would be the two that I would look at. I sold a bag during the pump. Okay. Yep. Yep. And that's fine. You know, hey, de-risk, take some profits, get them later. I feel you on that. I converted some of mine to Bitcoin. I converted some of my earnings to Bitcoin during the pump. It's no different from trading stocks or options. bet up or down, you'll always get a return regardless, 100%. And that's too why I can't understand why people are like, okay, crypto's a scam. Like all money is a scam. All of it's a scam. All of it is a derivative of gold or silver or something like that. Like stocks are no different. So, which reminds me, check out my show on that. I did a show. I have a quote unquote conspiracy show. So you guys can go ahead and check out my podcast on that. And shout out to the one guy that's subscribed to me on Rokfin. On Rokfin, you actually have the video of this, but go ahead and check out it's Crypto and Conspiracy Podcast. It's on Apple and Google Podcast. Money is sacrifice. Check that episode out. It really breaks down things, and it's even better the visual of it, which you can get here on Rockfin. And there's if you buy my Rockfin, um, you get to subscribe to all these other people too, like Owen Benjamin, Eddie Bravo, Crow 777, um, Sam Tripoli. But also, I've really been meaning to make the videos available on my Patreon, and I really just think I'll do that this weekend. So that video will be available also on my Patreon in case you guys don't want to buy the Rockfin. Um, I'm gonna go upload that video on my Patreon so you guys can see it because Money is Sacrifice. It's based off a Tracy Twyman book called Money Grows on the Garden of something. I always mess up that title of that book, but it's a really good watch there. Let me see if I can get the title. Okay, yeah, Money Grows on the Tree of Good and Evil. Okay, it's a breakdown of that. So definitely check this out. Apple and Google Podcasts on Rockfin and soon to be on my Patreon today. I will put the video of this up. Very, very, very good show. With Slick Dissident and Homie Romy from Rising of the Ashes podcast. Check out Rising of the Ashes podcast. Very good podcast. It's more on the realm of this conspiracy and occult-ish stuff, so just know that. Still having problems here with the let me close some things down here. Okay, that should make it better here. The whole world donated to Haiti and never received a dime. See, yep, that's what I'm saying, man. That's exactly what I'm saying. I think it's something like Hillary Clinton said, never, never waste a good tragedy, right? Of course, Hillary Clinton said it, right? um, that's how it works, man. Another day for those conversion. Be careful on those database platforms. XRP has been held hostage for so long. Sucks to watch the value pump, and I can't sell. They should at least let NY sell out our positions. That's true, man. Like, but I don't know if I've heard said that VPNs work. I've heard people use vanishing IP for stuff. I don't know if that would work for you, but that's what I've heard. um, that's cool. Thanks, Ruel, concerning the loading videos for the patrons. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm going to definitely get that up today. At least that video, because I think everyone should see that video. It really makes you understand that there's more behind money than what we're told, right? There's way more behind it. Goes all the way back to the Templars, goes all the way back into Bretton Woods, where they created the whole system of America being the world reserve currency, the American dollar, I should say. Um, it's just way more into it than we're told. And people who understand this, just like J.P. Morgan said, I think it was like millionaires watch stocks charts and like billionaires watch the stars. It goes all the way into that type of star connection. Okay, it's just way more than we've been told. There's some alchemy. There's some magic to it. Okay, um, quote unquote, quote unquote. Okay. So here, let me see if while seeing if there's any more questions. Again, um, maybe the last time, guys, we have Bitcoin, ETH, and XRP for that matter at these prices. So it's time to scoop up while we can, right? Or at least this is my opinion. But yeah, guys, we will be back on here on Tuesday. Thank you guys so much. I love all the information, all the different participation we got in the chat. That's amazing. Like I said, I'll be posting that video up in for the Patreons today. Thank you guys for making it out. Thank you to Simon Family Investment Ventures. Definitely check those guys out on Gentlemen of Crypto. Definitely check out my guys, Max and Larry, over at My Crypto Talk Now. If you want some Jasmine content, definitely check out the Gentlemen of Crypto for their daily news videos in the morning. Very much appreciate those guys for being able to do a show on their channel. And I appreciate all you guys for watching. Thank you for you guys who made it out to the end. Thank you for anybody who's watching the recording. I will catch you guys on Tuesday. Have a good weekend, guys. Peace. I'm out. Oh, I'll give you that book. I'll give you that book in the Telegram, guy.